Good morning and welcome back. Yesterday, the first preference counts for all the wards came in, so some people will be happy and some people will be sad. And the thing that you all did, which was great, was you gave it a go. And that's actually probably the most important thing. Some of you just didn't give it the right go, I guess. Or next time, maybe things will be different. Who knows? Things change. Things often change. Speaking of your DNA, it's for sale. You can sell it. But the stupid thing is, it costs money for you to sell it. I know. How fun is that, right? So, you can go to Ancestry.com or something like that. There's lots of other places. And you can submit a saliva swab, which I'm guessing is just like a cotton bud rubbed inside your mouth. And you submit that to them. And then they get back to you and tell you where you came from, beyond your parents. That's kind of the basic process. So it costs about $129 to do. Now, I'm not the sort of person that normally reads terms and conditions, but I have in the past, which means I might be one of the minority who goes through the reams and reams of yada, 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 just to find out where the edges of the rules are. That's the only reason I would do it. Because knowing where the edges are means you know when you are breaking them, and that's probably the best way of doing things. So I did not sign up to sell my DNA for $129, which I would have to pay. I just read the terms and conditions. Now, you're probably wondering, so now you don't have to do it. I would never do this. I would never recommend anybody do this. Because in the terms and conditions, it was very, very clear within the first 4 paragraphs that they were going to sell your DNA. They were probably going to sell it for a lot more than what you bought their probably dodgy analysis for. So, and let's say, as they pointed out in their terms and conditions, that there was some kind of interesting thing about your genetics, your DNA, your ancestry, your whatever. You would have no right to monetize it, but they would have every right to monetize it. So let's say they discovered something unique about your DNA. And what it was that you had some kind of genetic imperviousness to cancer, just to pull something out of the air. All right? Could be anything. Might be thumb cancer. I said thumb, right? And they just discovered that this was in your genes, and they could then sell that to their laboratory partners, which is, again, in about the 4th paragraph on their terms and conditions. Now, they could even probably call it your name, so they could call, my cure for thumb cancer the Hosking thumb cure. They probably could. And I still would not be compensated for it in any way. So be warned and don't sell your DNA, particularly if you have to pay for it to be sold. And there are so many other things that could go wrong. I won't even go there. So why don't you have a great day?